Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's Diego with the beautiful Karina, my lovely prometida. And we're waiting for our K1 visa to get adjudicated at the service center in California, USA. And this video, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is about Uganda and K1 visas in Uganda. How many got approved? And Uganda, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, is a beautiful country in East Africa. Now, Karina is from Venezuela, Caracas, Venezuela, and I live in the panhandle of Florida near Pensacola, just a tad north of Navarre Beach. And Navarre Beach is where we're gonna get married. So we can't wait for that day. So come on along, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We're gonna talk a little bit about Uganda. Uganda, or officially, it is called the Republic of Uganda. And in Swahili, it is Jamhuri ya Uganda, okay? This is a landlocked country also. It's like Nepal. They don't have a beach, ladies and gentlemen, but they got a big lake. So let's talk about Uganda. The country is bordered to the east by Kenya, our friends in Kenya. So we're all wave to everybody in Kenya. And to the north by South Sudan. Hello, everybody in South Sudan. And to the west of Uganda is the Democratic Republic of Congo. And to the southwest is Rwanda. And to the south is Tanzania. So Uganda has got lots of neighbors all around. So lots of friends close by in different countries. The southern part of the country includes a substantial portion of Lake Victoria, which is shared with our friends in Kenya and Tanzania. So Uganda is in the African Great Lakes region. Okay, we have a Great Lakes in the United States too, up north in the United States. Okay, and Uganda actually lies within the Nile Basin and has a varied but generally modified equatorial climate. And Colombia also has somewhat of an equatorial climate by its location to the equator. Uganda has a population of 49.6 million people, of which 8.5 million people live in the capital, and the largest city is Kampala. Now, Uganda is named after the Buganda Kingdom, okay, which encompasses a large portion of the south of the country. So Buganda is the south part of Uganda. And that includes the capital, Kampala, and whose language is Luganda. So Luganda is the language widely spoken throughout the whole country, plus English. The Ugandan constitution states, though, that English is the official language of Uganda, but the constitution of Uganda also says that any other language may be used as a medium of instruction. Like in schools, educational institutions, universities, legislative meetings, administrative meetings, judicial purposes, etc. So that constitution is pretty strong, okay? And although Uganda is a landlocked country, it does contain lots of lakes. So really, they don't have a beach, but they do have a beach. They have a lake beach. So I'm good with that. And I like to fish. So I'm going to have to go there one day and go fishing in one of their big lakes. Besides beautiful Lake Victoria, there is Lake Kyoga, Lake Albert, Lake Edward, and then there's a smaller lake called Lake George. And, you know, it lies completely within the Nile Basin. The Victoria Nile drains from Lake Victoria into Lake Kyoga and thence into Lake Albert and the Congolese, on the Congolese border. So it's on the border of Congo. And then the lake then runs northwards into South Sudan. Okay? So there's plenty of water in Uganda, which is good. People need water, right? And also the country has large untapped reserves of both oil and gas. Okay? So I'm not sure why they're not drilling the oil. Maybe they don't have the technology yet. But I'm pretty sure if they were able to tap that oil, Uganda would become very rich very quickly. Agriculture accounts for about 56% of the nation's economy, with coffee as its main export. Now, Colombia, they like to export coffee too. Okay, so maybe the Colombian government and the Ugandan government should get on the phone and chat with each other and talk about trading different kinds of coffee. Okay? There are 35 airports in Uganda, so if you're waiting on your K1 visa, there's plenty of airports in Uganda. Okay? But commercial airlines operate only out of 4, and there's only one international airport, and that is Entebbe International Airport, which is about 25 miles southwest of Kampala, the capital. Okay? What I find really interesting about Uganda is that there are 7 telecommunications companies that serve around 21 million people, or 21 million subscribers, which is great. 21 million subscribers. Can you imagine if our channel had 21 million subscribers? Woo! Man, I'd be busy as a bee. And 95% of the internet connections in Uganda are on mobile phones. So apparently they don't use desktop computers as much, but everybody's connected to the internet on their cell phone, which is good news for communications, okay? Now, in fiscal year 2022, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, there were 36 K1 visa approvals in the beautiful country of Uganda, and the information about the embassy is in Kampala, and I want to put the address up here on the screen for you guys, and I'm also going to put the phone number to the U.S. Embassy in Kampala, Uganda up on the screen, so you guys need to call. If you are working a K1 visa, you got a question, there's the information, okay? I couldn't find an email address, so there's no email address. So to all our friends in Uganda, okay, we thank you for watching. This is your YouTube channel, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and I'm more than happy to talk about your country while you wait for your K1 visa to get adjudicated by the U.S. State Department. Like I said, Uganda, the U.S. Embassy in Uganda processed and approved 36 K1 visas in fiscal year 2022. And visas are getting processed and processed and processed. Be patient during this difficult time. You know, they're getting caught up from all this backlog from COVID. Just be patient, okay? Don't be counting days. So please don't count days. And if you do count days, it's going to make you sick, okay? Do like what we do. We count months. We just go by months, okay? Our NOA1 letter is April 18th, 2022. So every 18th of every month, we figure out how many months we've been waiting for our visa. Hang in there, boys and girls. Soon you're going to have your K1 visa and your K2 visa for the boys and girls, waiting patiently for your new adventure in the United States of America. And we can't wait to have you, and we can't wait to hear about your adventures in Uganda. Thanks for watching.
I'll be back.